Almost 400 UDM members from different party structures gathered in Midrand for their National General Council to plan a roadmap towards the 2024 elections. The party will also engage in a consultation process towards finalizing its manifesto. In an attempt to defeat the ANC at next year's polls, the man at the helm of the party has suggested that opposition parties form a pact to contest the elections.
It therefore is possible for opposition parties to contest 2024 national and provincial elections under one banner, but that they retain their identities. This can be done by forming an alliance, that is a pact between two or more parties made in order to advance common goals and to secure common interests ahead of elections, with a medium to long-term vision.
Holomisa says that an opposition alliance to contest next year's elections, which he proposes, should be guided by a formal agreement amongst the stakeholders. He added that such an agreement will help guide the interaction among signatories.
An alliance agreement governing cooperation between the different stakeholders should be drafted with a clear mission, vision, and objectives, and it should also define the role of each stakeholder. This would enable the various stakeholders to pursue a set of agreed upon goals, whilst each party retains their independence. Some of the benefits of such an alliance include, but are not limited to, substantially improving competitiveness, sharing and bundling competencies and resources across provinces.
The party has acknowledged that the COVID-19 pandemic has had a negative effect on its political activities, and it now plans to regain the lost ground.
We couldn't organize on the ground, and that created a situation where quite a number of our structures lapsed, and we had to use provisions of the Constitution to try and make sure that we extend the lifespan of some of the branches. That means that in provinces where the UDM did not have great representation, suffered a great deal during that period. And we are now in the process of trying to make sure that we are represented in all the 9 provinces. But it doesn't mean that going to elections we're not going to assess our strengths and say, when it comes to resource deployments, which provinces should be getting a big chunk of the resources, because it depends on structures on the ground and being able to put boots on the ground.
Holomisa has also acknowledged a serious decline in his party's electoral support over the years and says delegates will have to deliberate on the matter. The UDM has only 2 seats in the National Assembly. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Johannesburg.